Welcome everybody to the LVI universe. We're going to talk about the latest news here from this week. We have Haruka, who has won the WWE Raw Women's Championship title. We have Diamond Boss and also Celtics. They made an appearance in the ring to share their recent success in the crowd, promising to pile on more wins to earn bigger opportunities in the future. Anubis Durango, he has suffered a minor injury during his match. Although still cleared to compete, the threat of further injury should be a concern on this superstar's mind. Brittany Clark entered the ring and called out the #1 contender in front of the whole crowd, looking to prove her superior verbal skills to her challenger and get into her head. Miku answered confidently and stood her ground. The two superstars now have to prove which of them will walk away with the title. We might have a title match next Tuesday on SmackDown Live then. Strongman made his intentions clear after blindsiding Leo Motora before the match to start. He wants to hurt his opponent and will attack him when he least expects. So this happened at Lucha Libre Legends versus NXT last Wednesday. Lady Dragon, she has won the LVI Women's $1 Million title. Eddie B and Fresh Puma took a win over Relic and Rama in an exciting match, showing that competition in the tag division is getting fierce. Celtics made her intentions clear after blindsiding Nora Rivera before the match could start. She wants to hurt her opponent and will attack her when she least expects it. The Nightmare Mac has suffered a minor injury during his match. Although he's still cleared to compete, the threat of further injury should be a concern on this superstar's mind. And Jessica and Laura have won the LVI Women's Tag Team Championship titles. So this is what we have for now in the news. The rivalries that we have so far are the following. On Monday Night Raw, we have Eric Cassidy and Diamond Boss. He could also have a rivalry, potential rivalry against Mastodon. We also have Jacqueline and Poison Hernandez, and another potential rivalry we have is Sadika and Jiu. And here we have the Legend versus the Icon, and also the Icon might have a potential rivalry against Striker. All depends what happens. On Tuesday on SmackDown Live, we have Brittany Clark, who called out Miku, who is the #1 contender for a title. And we have the Blue Bloods versus the Ministry of Darkness and Nightmare Mac against Limbo Azul. We also have on Wednesday Lucha Libre Legends versus NXT, Relic and Rama versus Fresh Puma and Eddie B. We have Celtics and Nora Rivera, Leo Motora, and Strongman. A potential rivalry standing by is the Brawler and Robo. On on LVI show, we have Jessica Wayne and Teresa. We have Facade and Dark Flame, Rey Tormento and El Terror, and another potential rivalry between the Nightmare Mac and the Legend Wayne. So these are all the rivalries we have for now. Let's watch who are the champions of each show. We have the World Undisputed Legendary Iconic Champion from Raw and SmackDown, Drew McIntyre. We have the LVI Intercontinental Champion on Raw, El Terror. The LVI Tag Team Champions, the Living Legends on Raw and SmackDown. We have the LVI European Champion, Darius Angel on Raw. We have the Raw Women's Champion, Haruka. Alright? On SmackDown, we have, as I mentioned, Drew McIntyre, the World Undisputed Champion. On SmackDown, we have the LVI United States Champion, Rix. We have on SmackDown the LVI Women's Tag Team Champions, the Queens. And here are the Living Legends, the LVI Tag Team Champions, and SmackDown Women's Champion, Brittany Clark. On Lucha Libre Legends versus NXT, we have Leo Motora, who is the Lucha Libre Legends NXT Champion. We have Celtics, the NXT Women's Champion. We have High Energy, the NXT Tag Team Champions. We have the LVI Women's $1 Million Champion Lady Dragon, and the LVI $1 Million Champion Big Money G, and the World Underground Champion The Icon. And on the LVI show, we have the LVI World Heavyweight Champion Limbo Azul, the LVI Hardcore Champion The Nightmare Mac, the LVI Extreme Women's Champion Vanessa Azul, the International Champion Eric Cassidy, the LVI Cruiserweight Champion Facade, and the LVI Women's Champion Haruka. So we still have to make a 8-woman battle royal for that title next Monday. So we will determine who is the #1 contender for the Raw or SmackDown Women's Championship. Since she is the Raw Women's Champion, we have to put this title on the line to see who could be the #1 contender, right? So that's what we have for the championship. And like I mentioned earlier, if you want to have any of these championship titles that are empty, except this one, not the United Kingdom, anything else but that, we could have a tournament or a match, whoever wants to fight for these titles. All right, so just mention with a comment below and let me know if you want any of these titles to be yours, and we will have somebody compete against you for these titles. These will be non-ranking titles, but still there'll be championships that you could be able to defend. All right, so these are all the champions and all the non-ranking titles. All right, so if you have any questions, comments on the power rankings, we will comment about this next Monday, where we will get an update on who will be the top contenders and the top rankings of each show. So that's all we have for now. Thank you for watching the LVI show here tonight. Thank you for participating and being part of the LVI universe. Have a good night, and we'll see you next Monday on Monday Night Raw.